What's up, guys? Welcome to the number 2 podcast. I'm Simi,
I'm Glenn.
and this episode is gonna be
Shitty.
shitty.
Let's dive right in. How's your week?
Week is good. How was your day?
How was the day today? The day was gay today.
Hey.
Was the number one thing you did today? Go.
A photo shoot with a friend who is doing.
Where was the photo shoot?
It was in Bel Air. Bel Air.
Oh, wow.
It was in frickin' Bel Air.
Right.
Yeah, in Bel Air.
Isn't that a Valley girl accent, though?
Yeah.
And Bel Air's not in the Valley.
I feel like all of LA is Valley.
Yeah. Because how else would they
At this
talk?
point.
How else would they talk?
I mean, did you ever see Clueless?
Yeah.
She wasn't from the Valley. She was from Beverly Hills. Cher.
That's crazy to think about.
But yeah, it was just a photo shoot for a friend for a cosmetic line. Stay tuned.
That's like the fanciest sentence I've ever heard.
And then
Put that in your...
we went for a run earlier. That's why we're in our running gear right now.
And how was the run?
It was successful.
Was it
Wouldn't you agree?
Was it a 5K?
Oh, no. It was more like
Oh.
pre-K.
Pre-K? Pre-K to 5K. I don't know who invented running. Some like mean gym coach teacher.
I'm putting it out there. I'm going to run some type of marathon within the next year.
That's ambitious.
I mean,
Do you like running?
have you ever ran a marathon?
No. Do I
We
look
have
like
to-
I've run a marathon?
We have to at least run one at some point.
How long is a marathon?
It depends on which one you do. A 5K?
It depends.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Sometimes
how it
you
works.
have to wear a depends when you run a marathon.
I think it's a specific measurement. Isn't it 26.2 miles? It
That's
doesn't
for like a huge.
depend. That's a marathon. 26.2.
Oh, so like it's 5K and a marathon?
No, 5K is like 2.25 miles or something because K is
Yeah,
kilometers.
but is 5K a marathon?
No, it's a 5K.
Marathon.
No, it's a 5K. Then there's a half marathon, and then there's a marathon. I've never done one, but I know that. I think. Math.
Well, knowing is half the battle.
I always get triggered with the Ks because you have to know metric.
So follow our journey.
Follow our journey. It's been 40 years in the making. One day we'll be able to complete the sit and reach and the jumping jacks. The only thing I liked about elementary school and middle school, I don't think they let you do it in high school, phys ed, was the scooters. Did you ever do scooters?
No.
They were like, it was like a square with handles and you sat on it. Is that called a scooter? What's that called?
You guys had scooters in Kansas?
Yeah, it was like a huge thing. It was only on like certain days. Mr. Salerno.
And it was like a scooter that like
there would be like different physical activity. It's hard.
like a 3-wheeler?
No, it was like you sat on it and you scooted around. It was like a square with 2 handles on your butt.
Definitely didn't have that.
You never did that?
In California.
He would like set up in the gym all of the gymnastics mats. You know, they fold like 4 times or whatever. And he would build a maze, like a huge, huge maze, the entire gym floor. And then you would like go in one at a time, and they'd turn the lights off too, kind of. And you would ride your scooter in like one at a time through like the caverns, and it was terrifying. And then he would scare you. That was my favorite part of phys ed. Everything else was terrible. Did you ever have to do the thing? It was like the state athletic test where it was like they put like in a tape, and it was like beep, and you had to like run to the other side, and then it was like beep, and then you had to run to the other side. Did you ever have to do that?
No.
It must have been.
We had to do the
Kansas
thing where like you put your feet underneath this like foot ruler thing, and
the
then
sit and reach.
Yeah, you'd have to like reach. And
Yeah,
see
this
how
was
far
a part of that.
reach.
You had to do the sit and reach, and then you had to do this like thing where it was like timed running. You never had to do that?
I don't remember.
It was like a huge thing.
Of
Phys ed.
yeah, it was a very long time ago. I remember a lot of stretching and physical education. But was this in high school for you?
Elementary. And then middle school, it's like becomes a war zone. With like the
No.
uniforms, remember? You have to wear like the Sophie shorts and the t-shirt. Did you ever have to do that?
Yeah, middle school
It was horrible.
in California. We had to just wear uniforms in general.
Yeah, because it's like a prison.
Did you have to wear a uniform
No.
going to middle school?
No, but in gym you did. You had to change.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Nobody showered. They told you had to shower, but nobody showered. Did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I played football and I played basketball.
In what grade?
High school. I didn't make the junior high basketball team, but I was good. It was.
but I was good.
And the people who made the team, it's kind of
What would you say
questionable.
like was your missing skill set? That
Probably a social skill set because all the popular kids made it for some reason.
you weren't
And
popular enough to
I
shoot
had the
shoot
skills though.
hoops.
I literally practiced every day, like outside of school. And then when I went out for tryouts, when the names went up on the board, my name was not there.
And did you go talk to the coach? Ask
No,
what the deal was?
I was just pretty devastated. It was my Michael Jordan moment. And then I got really good.
But you never auditioned again or
Audition?
tried out.
What is this, High School Musical?
I don't know how it works.
Get ahead of the game. Get ahead of the game.
Get your head in the game.
Oh, get your head in the game. I never watched that. It was after my time.
And what did you learn from that experience?
To persevere and don't let anybody tell you you can't do it.
Where do they put the cast list or the performers that made it? When I didn't make the soccer team, junior varsity soccer, they posted the list like on the outside of the main gym auditorium. So there was like a circle drive. It was like past the main entrance, and you could like drive around in a circle to leave. It's like where they would drop kids off. So I like parked, I idled, and I like waddled out. And I was like, oh, my name's not on the list. And I like got back in my car and just like went home. And then I think eventually my parents were like, what happened with soccer? And I was like, I didn't make it. And everybody hated me. So, because I think they were like, well, now I know they were probably just like making fun of me behind my back. I was like dumb back then. I didn't realize why. But, and then I was in the coach's Spanish class and she just like never said anything to me about it.
High school's brutal. It really is.
I mean, is it?
Yeah,
it's like,
it's very brutal.
I was just, I think, like in denial the whole time. And like, it's more brutal to like think about it, how cruel people are like now. Like when I think back, I mean, I remember names. Like I could give names of people who were actually mean to me, but it's like,
I remember in high school, me and my friend Alyssa, we would walk past each other in the halls. And we were so over high school and just couldn't wait to graduate that when we walked past each other, we would just look at each other. And the only thing that would come out of our mouths at the same time without missing a beat would be over it. Every single time we just walk past each other and just look at each other. Over it.
that's so funny. God, this is supposed to be a funny podcast. It's so depressing.
It's funny. I think that's hilarious. But I mean,
cute.
looking back, you're like, I kind of wish I enjoyed it a little bit more. But I mean, you know, when you're in it, you're like wanting to grow up so fast already and wanting to get out and make your mark on the world.
No, I think I wanted to enjoy it. Like I wanted to I was like trying to persevere and like have happy memories. Like, and I was just like in my brain, like turning off the really traumatic bad stuff. And like, I just kept trying. I don't know. And now that I look back at it, you're like, what was the point? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not friends with any of those people.
True. And
They
that's,
don't
that's
like,
the thing that people don't realize is that like 90% of the people that you go to high school with, you're probably not going to talk to you.
yeah, they don't make any effort in my life and haven't since. Yeah, I can't think of anything positive about high school. I'm trying to think about it.
I think sports laid a great foundation for me in terms of work ethic and kind of like team building. But
Yeah, this is a debate you and I always have. It's like I get it, but it's like if I were to go back in high school or if I had a kid, I like if they wanted to play sports, I'd be like, you can play sports. If you want to do theater, whatever you want to do it. But it's like if you think about like 4 of the most formative years of your life, like I would rather, I don't know, them have like a part-time job and like save the money and invest it. And then, you know what I mean? 4 years of investing, like then you're gonna have a bunch of money for college. Like and then you're gonna go like this is great. Like I'm the only one of my friends with my own apartment. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was so nice to like do softball on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know, like
I was just surprised because going out for these teams, I think, yeah, there was a part of me that kind of wanted to, and there was a part of me that like wanted to do it for my dad. But I was surprised after I did do it that like I wasn't half bad, which is good. Like I wasn't a scrub, and then I was just surprised about like the teamwork and camaraderie and like the friends that you make, and
it's like positive for people that are are accepted. I mean, that's my frustration with sports. It's like you say, like I was good. Well,
I guess it depends on
that's like natural talent versus like anybody can be good at something if they or like given the opportunity to practice. You know what I mean? Like why is the standard in high school like like natural talent and like your dad was a pro athlete or whatever? You know what I mean? Like or like your parents could afford a trainer, like I don't know. I just hate shit like
Wasn't
that.
your dad a pro athlete?
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't trying to like coach me in that way. You know what I mean? I mean, he was, but I was a very resistant child. But I'm saying like I just hate stuff like that. It's like I understand like teaching a kid, like working hard for something, and I get the argument of like participation trophies, but like if you don't give people a chance like when they're young, it's like you getting cut from basketball. Like who knows? Like maybe you were on the bench that first year, but you got to train with the team and then you're a starter the next year, but they didn't even give you a chance. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and for me, for soccer, like I just didn't have any friends. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that I was supposed to be like training for my endurance and running and stuff. Like nobody was telling me like, hey, like maybe you should go do weights and you should do this, like, and then you'll be a better soccer player. Like I was just an idiot. You know what I mean? And instead of like giving me the opportunity, they basically just said like, you're not going to cut it, so just go away. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like,
Did you have a passion for it?
I didn't dislike it, but it was just like what people were doing. You know what I mean? It's like what my parents signed me up for. And
Yeah.
I don't really know because nobody ever, it wasn't like any of the kids or the parents. I mean, my parents certainly encouraged me, but you don't listen to your own parents. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how you like, and you're like, I'm not going to do that. And then you do the opposite, whether it's good for you or not. So I don't know. I'm sure it's the same now, but
I don't know. I feel like it'd be different now because I see a lot of things on social media, and like,
well, hopefully it's improved. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just the environment too. Like, I don't know what it's like to grow up in Kansas, and I don't know like how people are in certain like settings.
Yeah.
I like went to high school in California. Like my high school was super diverse.
Yeah. It's just a different environment.
So yeah, I think it kind of depends on different things, but I don't know. I kind of wonder sometimes what it'd be like to go to school nowadays where things are a little bit more accepted. I think I saw something recently on TikTok where like people were like going to prom, like boy with a boy, girl with a girl, and it was accepted. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, never had that, but
Yeah. It didn't exist. That's
that's
crazy.
super cool. It's cool to see a change happen.
Thank you for listening to our serious discussion of childhood development in the 90s. Are you guys going to the gym? Are people still doing that? Because people in LA are doing it. This is something we do. Do people in the Midwest go to the gym? Is that a thing?
Do you mind if people are on their phones, like on equipment? Because I don't mind.
Even if it's the equipment you need to use?
Well, I mean, if you're in between sets and you're just like taking a rest real quick, I find that like that's fine. Like people do that. If you want to like work in with them, just ask them, and I'm sure they'll be cool half the time.
I mean, it is kind of annoying. Like today, there was this girl. It was like she put in effort to come to the gym, and she was on the flat bench press on her phone, and there was no weight on the bar. And she's just sitting there for like solid 10 minutes, just like texting and shit.
Well, if something like that happens and they're just like chilling, I just go up and I ask them. It's kind of like a little nudge, nudge to be like, how many sets do you have? And then they're like, shit. Maybe they're just sitting there like, and they just get up. They're like, no, you can have it.
I just move on. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to work in with anybody.
Well, yeah, half the time I don't
And
want
I
to
don't
work.
want to talk to girls at the gym.
Half the time I don't want to work in with
Sorry.
anybody just because we are in post pandemic, and some people like they wipe down their equipment and then they're using it, and sometimes like you wipe it down for a reason because I don't want other juices on it while I'm working on it because then I'd have to wipe it down again.
People are nasty.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like when people ask to work in with me, I'm like, no, just have it. Either like you can hold on, or like I just don't want your funk like when I'm like working out at the gym and I have to wipe it down again. Like
it's so gross.
I wipe down my equipment, and then after I'm done with it, I wipe it down as well just to be courteous. Most of the time, I did a thing and I caved and I got the ab roller that's all over TikTok.
You did.
I did it
because I tried abs.
Well, I tried the regular ab roller. That's just like the roll, and you have to like use your own strength. To
That's terrible.
Up. I was only able to do like 2 to 3, and I was hurting for like 2 days after, because I mean it really does work out your body and your abs and like your just your whole body. It's the craziest
Yeah,
thing.
that's
And then
crazy.
so I was like, okay, if that can do that, let me like start like easier with this TikTok ab roller thing. Everything on TikTok shop is super cheap. And I am
Yeah,
willing to wait for it for a longer time to get
to save
here
the money.
to save the money because I don't need it right away.
I don't need it right away.
And then half the stuff on Amazon takes like longer now anyway. Like they used to have like a faster shipping type
Yeah,
thing.
Amazon's not good.
Yeah.
It takes forever and it's expensive.
So yeah, now I'm like, if it's cheaper, I'm willing to wait for it. It's fine. It's coming all the way from China.
What are you guys buying on TikTok Shop? Ab roller?
I'm literally influenced every single time.
There's so many coupons. I haven't bought anything on it. I don't have any money, but
There's coupons.
I'm like looking at items. I'll add it to the cart and then just not buy it.
Don't add it to the cart because TikTok will keep reminding you.
That's fine. I still won't buy it. I'm very disciplined.
Lies. You're not
I
disciplined.
have no money. I never buy anything. What do you think about?
Well, you have to be disciplined when you don't have the money.
You just imagine you bought it. Although I was thinking about that today, like in my head, I don't know, I was having like a witch moment today and I was like thinking about like these rich people that go to Disneyland or Disney World and I'm like if you're rich and you go to Disneyland and Disney World, like you probably don't buy any souvenirs. You know what I mean? Like
But why?
well, because you can go whenever you want and you've probably been everywhere, but it's like the stuff they sell is like a t-shirt, a mug. You know what I mean? Like, why would they buy that? You know what I mean? Because it's just like, where are they going to put that in their beautiful home? You know what I mean? Like, if you think of like the Kardashians' house, like, there's no way she's like bought the latest Spirit jersey when she goes. Because like, when is she going to wear it? I was thinking about that today.
Unless it's the Club 33 Spirit jersey.
And even then, she's not going to buy it. Like, and I was thinking about it, and it's just like, it's so crazy how much money we spend on stuff and like really dumb stuff. And then they just throw it away. You know what I mean?
But happiness.
But happiness. But also no, like it's I don't know. I was having like an existential moment today and I was just like, I feel like the only thing you should spend money on is like food.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I have a theory about Disney clothing and merchandise. Half the time when I go to Disney and I see like a sweatshirt, I feel it and it's like low quality and it's like thin.
yeah, a lot of their stuff is like
And I'm like, what is this like?
they're just trying to make a buck.
But I had a theory to where I'm like, well, maybe it's thin because you can buy the merchandise, a sweater, it's thin, but a lot of the times it's really hot at Disney. And if you wore a sweater and it's thinner, or you wore like, I don't know, then it's,
I mean, I'm sure there's like some logic behind it, but I'm just saying in general. I'm not talking about Disney. I'm just saying like in general.
yeah,
It's like if you think about all the stuff you buy, you're like,
yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with working out, but that's working out your brain.
Anytime I want to work out, I think about it. I think the hardest part of working out is actually getting there. But when I work out better on my own. And I think it's because I have a problem with people.
Telling you what to do because you know everything.
So it's like if we go to the gym together and you want to do like back
You and I.
or anybody and you want to do back and then I'm like wanting to do chest.
You'll go, I'm going to do full body. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you just have to let him go.
And not only that, it's like when I work out, I get in the zone. And if anybody, that's why I like working out on my own, because if anybody brings me out of my zone, it's not good.
Versus me, I'm like very adaptable and chill.
It's the Gemini in me.
Yeah, that's something you should work on. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't personally care. So, yeah, I am annoyed too when I work out with people because they don't do what I tell them to do. I'm an Aries, but I don't really care. It's just like I like to learn things. You know what I mean? Like that's like the reason I go to the gym. It's like you're learning stuff about your
But
body.
sometimes I'll go to the gym with people and I have like my regular schmegular things that I do. Like they're normal things. And then like I'll work out with someone and I want to do some gymnastics type bullshit where I'm like having to fucking, I don't know, just do some crazy shit. I'm like, you really want to do that like Circus Soleil type of fucking workout right now? Like in front of people? Like that's some shit I would do at home or something. But like we're at a gym, bro. Like regular schmegular shit right now.
You heard it here. Regular schmegular. That should be the name of your coaching program. Do
The
you want
regular
to
schmegular
do you want to
workout.
get fit the regular schmegular way?
Sign up now.
Sign up
Half off.
now. We're looking for 10 interested men. What are those ads always? It's like
Who don't like being told what to do.
who don't being like told what to do and think they know everything. Please sign up today. We only have 10 spots left. I hate those ads. Like, I know there's more than 10 spots. You're doing a marketing trick. And you know people are dumb and they fall for it. They're like, there's only 10 spots, so I've got to submit my information.
It's the urgency. It's
And
like
if you pay in full, you get one free. So then you already have 11. There was only 10 spots. Like, urgency, evil. Whoever invented marketing, you people are evil.
subscribe.
Subscribe now. We're not marketing anything to you, just mental health examples. I mean, something that's like, it's like, are you guys wearing outfits to work out, to go work out, like to the gym or the fitness boutique? Because I'm not.
I mean, I feel like it.
People are doing outfits though.
No, sometimes like I'll be annoyed about not having an outfit, and then like it'll just the spirals happen on a daily, where I'm like going through outfits just for the gym.
So you are saying you have to put on an outfit.
Well, yeah, I feel like there's different outfits for different things that you do. Like if it's leg day, if it's like chest day, back day, there's
Yeah, you've always been an outfit person. I don't really
and I
care
take
what I
forever. You already
wear.
know I take forever.
But it's like, I don't know. And then there's like these girls at the gym. This is not like a woman hating podcast at all. I love my girls,
No,
but
you
it's
gotta leave the
like,
girls alone because
it's like, what are these outfits? Like, you
these
can see everything.
yeah, but that's what girls wear. Like you would wear that too.
No, I wouldn't wear that. It's
You
uncomfortable.
used to.
I did?
Yeah, the tights.
No, they're not wearing tights. They're
Where you
wearing
can see
like,
your dingling.
I have one pair of like Nike pants.
Yeah, I would never.
You have to have the confidence.
I love our Peloton. Peloton's been one of my favorite things.
And how many times have you used the Peloton?
I've used it often. I mean, not as much as you. You're like an avid like Peloton person user.
Are people still doing Peloton?
I do. I mostly do it when I'm on like a walk or a walk run or a run
The
run.
outdoor stuff.
Yeah. But if I'm at the gym, I'll do the tread ones.
Are people still Pelotoning? Are you guys still Pelotoning? Nobody adds me as a friend on Peloton.
What's your Peloton username?
My name?
And Haney?
Yeah.
I think mine is like Simuleon, yeah. But yeah, Peloton. I want to actually moonlight as a Peloton instructor one time just because I don't understand how they're so good at like their energy, their cadence of how they do the workout while being engaging with talking and just
Yeah, they're
I mean that's
good.
a skill. They're really good at what they do.
Yeah. Although a lot of the Peloton instructors are leaving. Like
really?
Ross, the yoga guy, the main yoga guy, he just announced he's leaving. So something is up there.
Zone yoga stuff.
Yeah, they didn't say what he's doing.
Joining the core power eliteness.
No, he was like way above core power. That's how he got the
What's
job.
above core power?
Like yoga famous, like doesn't need to work because you do like yoga at Red Rocks
Magma
or whatever.
power.
Yeah.
The worst part of working out for me sometimes, especially when you're a little bit bigger, thicker, some might say, is
Sweating.
the chafing. It happens.
The chafing.
Yeah. It's very painful.
Didn't they cure chafing? There's like a cream or a powder.
No, I mean,
or like a stickum.
that's why the compression shorts are they come in handy. They come in clutch where they.
I feel like it's like you either chafe or you're like the Panama Canal thigh gap. Like, you know what I mean? It's like an unnatural separation.
How I wish I had a thigh gap.
No, I don't like thigh gap. Makes me uncomfortable. Where should you be looking in the steam room?
What?
Forward.
I don't like the steam room.
What is the correct thing to say to somebody who's looking at you in the steam room?
Sup, bro?
Say nothing and keep looking forward.
I don't like the steam room.
Why not?
I don't know. I like the sauna, the dry sauna better than like the steam room. And then like the equinoxes that we go to, they just have the steam room. They don't have a dry sauna, which like kind of
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Give
Probably
me some
expensive.
infrared.
I think it's harder to keep clean.
Maybe harder to keep clean, and then I know the ones at 24-hour fitness, they're not the ones that you put like water on. They're like literal like electric type of
Yeah.
saunas, and people break them all the time
People
because
break
they think
'em.
they have to put water on it, and
I had a cockroach climb up my leg at 24-hour fitness
absolutely not.
in the dry sauna. I'm not kidding. And I never went back.
Cockroaches can survive anything.
Anything. And that was still better than the other people that were in the
Co-
room with me.
cockroaches need saunas too.
Do you think it's okay to be listening to loud music on your phone?
Oh, not in, like maybe on your
Sauna?
headphones.
No, loud music on your phone and singing along, because that's what a lot of people do.
Oh no, that's just mental health right there. It's like no tact or no like awareness for like people around you. It's just,
What about the people that are like doing Taibo in the sauna?
I mean, if it's not like
Like
getting,
they
if it's not getting people's way, I don't mind it. Like do what you need to
say they're
do.
getting in your way, because they are.
I'd be like, bro, can you fall back real quick?
What about the people that are wearing shoes in the sauna?
Disgusting.
Even though there's a giant sign saying like
No shoes.
there's shit on your shoes from the street. Why
It's
are you in this
disgusting.
hot room with all these strangers?
Yeah, it's disgusting. I mean,
I like when people call them out on it. Like I would never do it. I never say anything.
it's
But I like when
disgusting.
other
But
people do.
I mean, I've never really seen or heard anybody do it that wasn't an employee. But I like when the employees come
Really?
in and like kind of regulate.
I've never seen an employee. I've seen other people say something.
Like what, the older people.
The older people, yeah, because it's disgusting. It's like your health. I just usually leave. Usually it's a couple. It's always a couple. Boy, girl. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for this episode. This one may not ever be published.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time here on the Number 2 Podcast.